Alright guys, welcome to Total War Napoleon Let's Play. I'm DJ Redpants as always, and yes, it has been over a year since I've done a Let's Play. Due to work and family commitments, obviously I haven't had the time to make any more videos, but I'm back and hopefully we can get through this one. Alright, so like I said, I am playing Napoleon Total War. I'm going to be playing Campaigns of the Coalition. I'm going to be Prussia. Game mode will be historical. I'm going to capture 25 regions: East Prussia, Hanover, Baden-Württemberg, Bavaria, Silesia, Frisia, Mecklenburg, Brandenburg, Bohemia, Hessen and Kassel, Saxony and Thuringia complete by the end of your turn in late December 1813. Well, that seems achievable. Right, I'm going to play it on the hard. So, win or fail will be the end of this Let's Play. Prussia has a proud military heritage. What else could be the case for the nation of Frederick the Great? The country has been at peace for 10 years, and the result of getting a free hand in northern Germany east of the Rhine in exchange for recognizing French control west of the Rhine. Political realities have to be recognized. Napoleon, however, is not an easy neighbor to endure. His ambitions are seemingly limitless. His army is growing every day, and he is in need of new victories to add luster and legitimacy to his crown. It may only be a matter of time before he once again looks to secure the borders of France through war, perhaps though he can be persuaded to go south against Austria, even if that only leaves a stronger France to face at a later date. There are allies available. If the Prussians can stomach them, the British are condescending and unwilling to fight on land, but they have the wealth needed to finance a war. The Russians and the Austrians may be willing to help bring down the upstart empire of Napoleon, even as they will do their best to hamper Prussian ambitions. Neither the Austrians nor the Russians have any wish to see Germany or Poland dominated by Prussia, even as they prepare for war against France. Such then is the situation facing Frederick William III. Danger and opportunity await. Right. Gameplay options. We're going to set at 40 minutes for a battle. Yeah. Don't need advisors. Emergency management. No, I'll be doing that. Alright. Without further ado, let's get into it. Nothing's more intolerable than to have to admit to yourself your own errors. Ludwig von Beethoven, German composer. Yeah, so like I've said, I haven't played Napoleon all that much. I don't imagine it'll be too different to Total War Empire. If you guys, like always, have any suggestions, leave the comments. Always hit the like and subscribe.
The seemingly unstoppable armies of Napoleon are a great threat to all Europe. But for now, Prussia should keep their own counsel. Britain, Austria and Russia have requested you join the war effort against Napoleon. But for now, the king prefers to observe the progress of the conflict from afar before acting decisively one way or the other, as German states may be under threat from both France and Austria. As the leading German nation, it is up to Prussia to protect the sovereignty of those states. Perhaps it would be better to annex them yourself to guarantee their independence from French imperialism. The best strategy is to build your armies up to full strength whilst France and Austria fight it out, then ally with the power who best serves Prussian interests. All the while, the Russian bear looms in the east, eager to sweep the German-speaking parts of Poland into its mighty paw. Whatever happens next, delaying for too long will result in the destruction of Prussian possessions across its rightful homelands, something that must not be allowed to happen.
Right. Alright, mission issued. Reformation of the army. It is evident that our last defeat at the hands of the French was not due to our skill and cunning or the morale of our troops. Quite the opposite, in fact. It is only due to advances in technology and organisation that such common plebeians could have defeated our valiant royal armies. We have learnt this lesson bitterly and must take action at once to prevent Another embarrassing disaster. Currently we are at peace and we should use this time to enhance recruitment capabilities. Experience for all land units. Drill school. Alright, we will be doing that. Alright. Let's have a quick look at the map. Alright. So we're in Berlin. It's our capital. We've got Stettin in Pomerania, Breslau in Silesia. Warsaw is ours already. That's good. Danzig, Königsberg, and that looks to be about it at the moment. Alright, cool, no problems. Well, let's have a look at our armies. Army, there we go. Alright. So we've got a general, Louis Ferdinand Prince von Prussian. He's a 6-star general. He's 32 years old. Well, that's pretty good for a 32-year-old. Born to fight. This man is splendid, aptitude for war. Cool, and he's a confident general. Alright, under his command we've got the Corsairs, Dragoons, some artillery, 6-pounder, with some Grenadiers, Prussian Fusiliers, Musketeers. Alright, so it doesn't seem like our armies at this time most technically advanced. Frederick zu Hohenlohe Ingolfingen. Ingolfingen. He's a bit older, not as experienced. So he's nearly 6 years old. He's a drill master, so we get good bonuses to command. Infantry, soldier from birth, steady under fire. Darling of the gutter press. Free press hardly ever print bad news. Right, so he's liked. Let's see, what else have we got? Frames are dropping a bit. Could be an issue. Gebhard von Blauscher is the older general, can be, well, so he's got his own unit. He's got his own horse, raiding master, aggressive attacker. Alright, well, if we're going to do any attacking, we might want him leading the army. These armies don't have generals, what are they? Yeah, militia. Alright, so this is obviously a bit more complicated than Empire. Not Sweden on our borders there. Mecklenburg will have to take. Hanover, Oldenburg. So, there we go. Oh, we've got another Terry Cleves. What's the army in Cleves look like? Oh, no general again. Jaegers. They're supposed to be really good. Good range. Fairly okay. Accuracy, reloads, slow, ammunition's okay. If I do remember, the Jaegers did fight for the Americans, the War of Independence. Alright, so we'll have to expand west, south. Prague's owned by Austria, that could come into conflict. Alright, I'm going to get on a bit here. So, have a look at the government. Frederick. Let's have a look. Enlightened despot. Scorn gentleman. Alright, so we're an absolute monarchy, which is good. State religion is Protestantism. Capital is Berlin. Treasury, blah 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 blah. Trading Denmark, Russia, Sweden, Mecklenburg. Policies. Taxes. Ministers. Alright, let's have a look. He's alright in the army. Well, we'll leave as is then. We'll get into the politics and all that a little bit later. Alright, so plan of attack. Well, we're not at war with anyone. Least of all France at the moment. So what we're going to want to probably do... They can't get to us without going through Hanover or through Austria. So, are we linked? Is Cleves linked? Yes, it is linked to us. Right, so what we're going to want to do is nothing in Hanover because it's not ours. Cleves is ours. Right, so Cleves is going to be on the front line basically. Yeah, it borders with France. They have to cross the river, so bit of barracks happening there. We'll probably get a fort at some stage. We've got dragoons, we've got musketeers. What can we recruit? Hussars, musketeers, unaware. We're going for money, 4,500 in money. Alright, so what we're gonna want to do is start producing one at a time. I probably want to get a general in there, but how am I going to do it? France have Hanover? Why? Okay. Alright, so if I take old mate in his hussars, so he's in Schutzen, precursor to the Schutzwaffen. And his guns. So we're going to take him over here. I'm presuming we're probably going to be at war with France before the Russians have time to... Yeah. Russia's right there. Second thought, I might leave him there. Alright, so what I'll do... Mass mobilization. Right, where's our tech? Effective research technology. Right. Münsterberg. What did it say we needed? That. So we need conscription first. That. So we can make a drill school. Alright, so. Alright. Basically what we're going to do is just bolster our armies here. So. What have we got in Warsaw? We've got another general that I can bring over to Warsaw. This frame rate's really bad. Alright guys, I'm going to put a cut in here. I'm going to try and fix up this frame rate. And then we'll get back into it. Alright guys, so hopefully, yeah. Alright, that's a lot better. I think I had too many background programs open. Alright. So we're not going to have a battle in this first episode. We're just going to be bolstering our forces and upgrading our defense, because we want to defend against Russia if they decide to go to war against us, the Ottomans, and we want to do the same against France. Right, let's have a look at our income. Where can we see our income? Trade. Let's trade. National summary. Here we go. Alright, so we're only earning about 1,000 a turn. So we wanna upgrade that. So the best way to do that is to upgrade our farms. So clearance, I'll get us extra 200 for each one we do. There's one farm. It's hard to pick them out. What have we got here? Town, secret society, spawn spies. We've got one spy.
Euer Lordschaft.
What's his name? Emmanuel Stieglitz. Right, we're going to want you in the western front. So you can get to Cleves. Breslau. Cool. Oh, in your own time. What do we got here? Gold mine. Ooh, that's going to be expensive to upgrade. What do we got? Logging camp. Not much wealth, but it's better than nothing. Supply post, market. Market gives us 50th region wealth, plus 6 per turn, town wealth region. Supply post gives us plus 8% to replenish rank to the region of the army, I presume. We don't need that just yet. Yep. Clearance. And we're just about out of money. Alright. The Stettin army. Friedrich. Looks like you are going to be the commanding general. The commanding general in Warsaw. Alright, so you're going there. Let's see if we can get some more trade happening. Diplomacy. Ooh, diplomacy. Diplomatic relations. Right, Alright. So how are we trading with Russia? We can trade with anyone, I guess. We want to stay friends with Austria. So we'll try and get a trade agreement with France first. Request trade agreement. Send proposal. So business concluded. Good day to you, sir. Alright, that's good. It's going to raise that. We don't want to trade with France. We can trade with Britain. I'm just wondering that if we're trading with Russia, is that going to make France more likely to want to declare on us? Possibly, but I'm presuming that trade with Russia, well, Spain's not really involved. We can try. Alright, so we're trading with Spain. Let's have a look at the minor nations. We can't trade with any of those. Hessen, well, we're going to take you over, so there's no point in trading, giving you money. Mecklenburg, we should probably stop the trade with. Saxony, we don't want to trade. The Swiss, probably going to remain neutral. Alright, that'll do for now. I don't like these guys. Sven on our borders. Alright, gentlemen, we'll send you to Magdeburg to get you researching a little bit quicker. Where the hell is Magdeburg? Up here somewhere. What's there? Kirsten. Alright, I'm pretty sure Magdeburg's in the north. No doubt a couple of you guys probably screaming at the screen right now, it's over there, look for it. Maybe it's more centralized. What's that's an easy way of doing it. Ah, it's right next to him. Right, that makes it a little bit quicker, which is good. Alright, so we'll end the turn there. We'll see what everyone else is going to be up to. Now, I don't want to jump in the war too early on either side. Agent recruited Rudiger Bachholz. He's in Greater Poland. This man has been recruited, blah blah spies, also saboteur. Very good. Federation of the Rhine. Though normally independent states of German lands along the eastern banks of the River Rhine are but mere pawns of the so-called Republic of France. Their lords bend the knee to the Grand Emperor and kiss his boots like any other of his lackeys. There is no time for diplomatic being counting this great war. You stand either with us or against us, and they have chosen. We must all, in all aspects, regard these territories as French possessions. Foreign, forging an alliance, form an alliance with Russia. The capacious French Empire is spreading its influence like a plague across the continent, and will not be long before they set their sights upon our own lands. Already many of the Rhineland nations have fallen foul of Napoleon's ambition, and even Austria finds itself under threat from a grand army. Measures must be taken to reinforce our position in anticipation of their offensive, and military alliance of the Great Russian Empire will ensure us the support that we will require should we go a full-scale invasion. Do we want it though? We want to clear Ottomans and Austria. Ugh. Right, so I guess they're all in league. We'll have a quick look at the screen. So Saxony, no, not at the moment. Oldenburg, not at the moment. Mecklenburg, aha. Trading with them, trading with us. Hessen, no. Maybe it just means... Oh, okay. They've taken Bavaria, Württemberg, Alsace-Lorraine. No, that's not good. So we should probably start trying to take these regions before France does. Encircle Hanover. Alright. So both Hessen and Oldenburg seem pretty firm. Still recruiting only at one space. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'll build a barracks in Berlin. It's down at 200. Army looking. Yeah. Well, maybe I can recall you. That's what I'll do. I'll recall you just in case we'll have to go to war with France before Russia. And that's what I'm thinking we might do. We might make peace with Russia. So what I'm going to want to do, and we can't get there. If we did cross any lands, we'd be declaring war. Right, so what I'll do is I'll position you on the border with Hanover, just in case we do get declared. If we've got a strong enough army, then we'll just try and take Hanover. We're not fortified, and then we can move straight across to Cleves. Fortify right there, across from the bridge. Alright, that's what we'll do. Look at him go. Do I want to be an ally of Russia? Traditionally, Russia and Germany don't get along well, and whenever they've made pacts, they haven't ended too well. Unit recruitment, yep, alright. Bugger it, you know what? We have no friends anyway. Alexander. There we go. Russia has agreed to cement an alliance between our two nations. Rest assured that our lands are secure, with the Tsar's forces supporting our cause. Well, at least that means he's not going to attack us from the east. What are we doing over here? Start a farm. It's 100 to read. Alright, well, we'll keep improving our... Well, we have a supply post there. Clearance. Yeah, so we'll just keep improving our farms and trying to get more wealth per turn. Because we're gonna need it. Who is France actually at war with at the moment? Austria, Sicily, Naples, Great Britain, Sweden, Russia. I was just wondering if we should... Can we allow Sweden military access? We can. Does that allow him to get through our territories? Gustav. And try and hinder the French and keep him happy with us. It's regrettable that my government would find these terms unacceptable. I offered you free access through my country and you don't find that acceptable. That makes perfect sense to me. Alright, 3 more turns till that barracks is finished.
Gehe in Deckung.
Lager errichten!
Right, so Napoleon's requesting trade. They'll give us 1,000 gold. They want foreign advanced technology. Sorry, Napoleon. Not gonna happen. Well, we gotta be at war with someone. Russia, what do I want? Join war against the Swiss? Why would we want to be at war with the Swiss? What have the Swiss ever done to you in their little isolated pocket there? I wish I can see who the Swiss are allied to, because if we declare war on the Swiss and they're part of France, might not go well. 750. Do we break alliance? If we refuse, whatever. Right, we're at war with Switzerland. Alright, and another mission, restructuring the state. Classical economics. Our society, as much as we have come to love it, is very old-fashioned. Ever since the crusade of the Teutonic Knights, our farmers have tilled the land of serfs, and access to positions of influence and wealth in our state has been limited to chosen few. We must, like other European nations, give the able the opportunity to be of benefit to the government. Reform of trade and civil liberties are needed, lest the French force their own upon us. Well, that seems reasonable. We get a nice boost there. So, classical economics. How far is that away? 3 turns. Classical economics. Yeah. Take 5 turns. Yeah, alright. Seems reasonable. How's our army over here? We need a general. How much it costs to get a general? Is it going to tell me? No, here we go. Well, they're expensive. Gerhard von Scharnhorst, Ernst Heinrich Adolf von Pfeiffer, and Ludwig von Walmoden Gimbern. Superior General Master Gunner, Prussian Junker. That sounds too great. So this one's 5, 3 and 3. Corporal in gold braids. Cavalryman. It's a fair bit cheaper actually. Right. Is the only one I can get? No, there we go. Alright, we'll go for old Ludwig. Or young Ludwig. Medium Ludwig. So he gets a boost with his cavalry command. We've only got 1 unit. Corporal in gold braids. That's just a general one. Alright, so we can now recruit hussars, musketeers, and runaway. What are the runaway? Soldiers are armed with muskets and bayonets are quite capable of defending their homes. No, I guess they're just home guard, really. Hide in woodland. No, we'll just keep recruiting the musketeers. Infrastructure. Ah, okay, here we go. Ooh, another gold mine. We got Munster. We're gonna probably gunsmith. Minus 1 happiness my recruitment cost. We'll go for that. Get the gunsmith. We'll improve our roads. I mean, it's a small territory and it only would take 1 turn to get through it, but yeah. Hopefully we can take Hanover. We'll probably upgrade the roads, everyone's roads next turn as well. Just to give us quicker movement. Move our armies around where we need to.
Hey!
Alright, Austria, what do you want? Military alliance? Nope. Don't want to be a military ally with more... Well, yeah, obviously not, because if they get thrust into war, which they are, I guess, against France, then we'll have to join them. If we don't, then it's not going to go well for us. What do we got? Ah, new gentleman, Peter Simon Pallas. Who's he? Brandenburg. We had another spy somewhere, didn't we?
Sir,
Right, Butter,
whilst
here you
men-
go. Where was the spy? Was he in Breslau? Great Poland, there he is. Guess that's where the spies are gonna generate. Well, we'll keep you here. We'll move you up there just to keep an eye on the Russians. Ancillary gain. Holstein, Minister, Banker. Great. That's got to be a positive. Alright, so going to try and upgrade the infrastructure of the country. Well, we'll probably only get 3 of them done, but if we get the top ones done first, that can be our passage of movement along the northern coast there. Alright guys, we're going to put a cut in there. Thanks for watching. Like always, hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more. I like to make these sort of things, but obviously if there's no demand for it, I'm only talking to myself while playing for myself, where I want to make it for you guys. Yeah, so leave a comment, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.